All right, don't kill the messenger here, but if you are in a customer-facing role, specifically business development in your organization, you are very likely making it hard for your buyers to buy from you. Why is this? Well, according to a myriad of studies, but specifically one conducted by Gartner, buyers in the B2B space are confused. Why are they confused? It's a big question, but the answer is pretty simple to understand. Right now, when a B2B buyer is conducting their research to identify vendors and solutions for the problems they have, there is an enormous amount of information that is at their fingertips because marketing teams have become incredibly effective at organizing all the relevant information that any buyer could need for any problems or challenges that they have that company solves for. The modern buyer conducts 70% of the purchasing process independent of a sales professional, which means not only are they going to your website, but they're going to 3 to 4 of your competitors' websites as well. They're downloading information, they're gathering everything that they think they need before they actually reach out to a sales professional. And once they reach out to a sales professional, keep in mind they're going to be reaching out to 3 or 4 more of them. The stats say that you only have 3% of the time that you used to have with a prospect before they make their decision to move forward. With all the information that they've gathered on their own, coupled with all the information that you as a sales professional provide them with once they do reach out to you, it's pretty easy to understand why they're confused. It's a disorganized mess. They have a stack of information in front of them from varying vendors, and they're trying to make sense of it. And not only are they trying to make sense of it, they're trying to bring it to a decision-making team, which right now, this may blow your mind, is between 9 and 14 individuals. They're trying to help those people also make sense of that information. So what we need to really be thinking about right now is how we organize and deliver the important information to them to help them in their decision-making process. Hi, my name's Josh Feedy. I'm the CEO and founder of SalesReach. If you're not familiar with SalesReach, what we are is essentially an asset management system that organizes all of the important information that you might need to be sending with your customers and prospects throughout their entire buying journey and into customer success as well, so that they can receive that information from you in an organized way. And when I say organized, the way our platform delivers all of that important information is by you creating a specific page for the review team where everything is consolidated. You can share documents, web links, videos, proposals and agreements, presentations. You can share personalized videos or marketing videos, walkthrough videos. You can even enable two-way communication directly on the pages so that if anyone has any questions for you, they can ask you right on the page. The industry has coined this a digital sales room. Some people call them buying portals. We just like to refer to it as buyer enablement. You're likely familiar with the term sales enablement. Sales enablement is technologies that internal teams utilize to help move faster and communicate internally to make sure that they know where everything is and can get things to their customers quickly. We are very specific in calling what we do buyer enablement because our main focus is on improving the receiving party's experience of working with you. I'm going to share an article with you written by PwC titled "Experience is Everything." I'd encourage you to read that after this presentation. You'll start to understand exactly what goes into creating a buying experience and how what we're doing right now may not be as effective as we think it is. So if we're talking about sales technologies, there's close to 2,000 different technologies in the marketplace right now. And like I said before, most of them fall under the category of sales enablement, which are, in my mind, more self-serving for the organization. You're going to be seeing a lot of tools like call monitoring, lead analytics. Obviously, CRMs are a part of everybody's tech stack. You're going to see things like video tools, proposal tools, content management systems, The list goes on and on and on. The average sales team is purchasing 6 tools for every customer-facing representative to utilize in their sales process. That's a lot of tools. Also, on top of that, on average, we're communicating with our prospects across 9 different channels. It's a lot of work for our customers to manage. If we are having conversations and sharing information in a whole bunch of disjointed platforms, that's a lot of work for them to organize all of the conversations, all of the resources, all the materials, and to condense it into one place for the decision-making team to make sense of it. And that's exactly why we built our platform. The typical sales process is going to sound very familiar to a lot of you watching this video. Most conversations end with, "Can you send me some information?" Right? And what do? We sit down at our computer, we type out the best email we possibly can, we provide resources to them in that email. We might record a video for them as well. We might provide to them a link to our calendar for a future meeting. But in what we're doing, in thinking we're organizing it, it ends up looking a little bit like what we're seeing here. This is not real friendly for the receiving party. This is a very long-winded email with a lot of different links that are going to continually bring people away from the email, a lot of attachments that they're going to have to open, and if they want to share with their decision-making team, they're going to either have to forward this email or they're going to have to download this information, reorganize it, and reshare it internally. You might notice that this email message is already 8 megabytes, so this isn't even going to send to most people that I want to send to, yet this is important information that I currently share with everybody that I speak with. What if instead of this, we created this? A more simple experience. Short and sweet and to the point. Any email expert will tell you that keeping your text short and to the point in your emails is going to get a higher response rate. Additionally, any email expert will let you know that a video GIF in your email will increase the open rate, and if you want to increase the response rate, what I recommend doing is creating a sales reach page just like this. The link in that email and the GIF in that email will bring the visitor directly to a page where not only will they find a personalized video from me, a link to my calendar, and maybe a little bit more about me with my bio, but additionally all the resources that I had cited in that email. Documents, web links, testimonials, videos. They can review everything at their own time in one environment so that they're not constantly jumping between email and the materials you've shared with them. The big benefit to this, obviously, is that once you've shared this link with them, all they need to do to share it with the rest of the team is share the actual link to the page with their entire decision-making team, delivering to them the exact same experience that you had provided to your customer. The reason this is valuable is because if you go back to the previous example email that I have pulled up here, where it's a series of materials loaded into an email. Once I have sent this off to my customer, I no longer have control over what they actually share with the decision-making team. They might forward this email directly to them, providing them everything that I've put onto this email. But even if they do, this isn't a very friendly message. This is a lot of work if we really think about it for the decision-making team. This is a lot of information that they're going to need to download and look into and save somewhere to come back to at a later date to make sense of the deal. We don't want to make the deal confusing for our customers. We want to make everything make as much sense as possible. So when we forward a cleaner email, like this example, with a direct link to everything that they need from you, when they forward that onto the decision-making team, you're guaranteeing that everyone is reviewing everything the way that you organized it for them, not the way that your prospect organized it for their team. Now, you might be saying, Josh, building a web page, recording a video, this sounds challenging. This sounds like it's going to take a lot of time. What I can promise you is that delivering a better experience utilizing a tool like SalesReach or another digital sales room in the marketplace, if done right, is going to be far easier than what you're doing today. A recent statistic stated that 65% of sales reps don't know where to find the information that they need to share with their customers and prospects. Can you believe that? You probably can, because I sit on demo calls with customers every single day, helping them set up their accounts once they move forward as a customer. And when I'm helping them curate their asset management system in my platform, I ask them, where are the 10 things that you most commonly send to your prospects? Let's start by getting those into the system. And unfortunately, many of the people I speak with don't even know where to go to get that information. But a staggering number of those individuals go directly to their desktop. That's right. Instead of going into the company's asset management system where marketing is keeping everything up to date and curated, they're going directly to their desktop where they downloaded information who knows how long ago and are using that information because it's easier for them to find and directly put into messages they're sending out. If you're watching this video and you're in marketing, that should absolutely terrify you, because you've lost all control to make sure that your reps are sharing the most recent and up-to-date information with their prospects. I once sat on a setup call with one of my customers, and they wanted to put a presentation into the system. And when I looked at the date stamp on the presentation they were putting into the system, it was 3 years old. I promise you their marketing team was not happy to find that out. So instead of being part of the 65% that doesn't know where to find everything, utilizing a content management system that has an asset delivery tool built into it like SalesReach dramatically speeds up this entire process. I'm going to show you exactly how something like that works within SalesReach. So I'm in my dashboard right now, and I clicked a button to create a brand new page. I'm going to call this page Deliver a Better Buying Experience, and this is going to be the actual page that I share with all of you right out of this video. Actually, if you scan the QR code in this video, it'll take you right to this page. I'm selecting a template that I've already created that has the bulk of the information that I want to put onto this page. Now, this page has tokens, and obviously, this is going to be a generic page for a global audience. So instead of putting a specific company name in, I'm just going to have it say your company. I'm not going to populate the name field because it's not going to a specific individual in this case. But now I just hit this create button. And now I am on a starting point template for the experience that I'm going to start building for my customer. So I'm going to customize this message template here first because I obviously don't want it to say hi name. I'm just going to instead delete all of that and say welcome to my page. And now that that's updated, I'm going to want to record a personalized video for anybody that arrives on this page. To do this is actually really simple. All I have to do is hit this button to record or upload a video, and I'm going to start our buyer video that's built right into the platform. From here, all I have to do is hit record. It's going to give me a 3, 2, 1 countdown, and then I'm live. Now, I would strongly recommend that everyone invests in a small whiteboard where you can write your customer's name right on the board. You're going to announce yourself, and you're going to explain to them exactly what is on this page for them. This is your new follow-up to any conversation that you have with someone. Rather than creating a bulky email with a whole bunch of attachments and links to random things, you're going to be building it for them right here, and you're going to be explaining to them in the video exactly why you've organized this information here and how they can share it with their additional team moving forward. Now, like I said, this page is going to be for anybody that's watching this video, so I want to make sure that the information on here is applicable. You'll see on the page that I've created for you, there's going to be a demo video that'll walk you through high level how this platform works, some supporting PDF documents. I've additionally attached some testimonials on this page. These all do different things. Some of them are web links, some of them are documents, some of them are non-clickable images. But additionally, I mentioned a couple of different articles in this video already, some Gartner studies and some PwC studies. I'm also going to give you this great article from Sandler Sales. Make sure to check these articles out. I had nothing to do with writing them, but they will absolutely explain to you the challenges that buyers are going through today and how we as sellers need to be addressing those challenges for them. Now, for anybody that receives this, goes to this page, I'm going to additionally enable the Sales Reach chat right on the page. You'll be able to ask me any questions you want directly on this page. So I'm excited to see who visits this page and what questions you might have for me. But if you review this information and it makes sense for your organization to review it, you can grab time with me for a demonstration on either of these two buttons right here on the page. So make sure to schedule some time with me. Once that page is created, all I have to do is publish it. It is not indexed by Google. This is only intended for a specific audience, so no search engines will ever find it. And then all I have to do is hit share page. I'll copy the link in GIF, and I can paste that into an email message to anyone I'm speaking with. But additionally, one thing that's always really fun is incorporating this into your social selling strategy. One thing that I like to do is take the pages that I've created, if they're generic, and use them in the content that I create on LinkedIn. This is an example right here of a post that I created recently that linked to a page that I created with information for people to review. But additionally, in my connection requests or in my messages to people, I can paste the link to the page for them right here. In this case, I sent a page to Jonah. You can see the sign says Bill just because that's the generic page I was sharing earlier here. But this is an example of what I do in my sales process to be as effective as possible in all the communication streams. I sent the email as well following the meeting, but additionally, I would send a message or a connection request with a link to the page and just let the prospect or customer know everything you need from me is organized here. Here's a link to everything you need. Typically speaking, I get very positive messages back from the customers thanking me for organizing that information for them and making the process of reviewing that information even simpler. So though I realize that this video may have been a little bit product heavy, I do apologize for that. It's hard for me to not be salesy with my platform because I'm trying to stay in my lane and speak to the things that are important to me. What's important to me is organizing a more thoughtful, digital-first sales process. You don't have to use Sales Reach for this. Google Digital Sales Room. There's other tools on the market. They all are slightly different. Ours is very visual first. Ours is very heavy on the video side. We find that video is an effective communicator, and if used in cold outreach all the way through the buyer's journey, can be an incredible way to narrate the sales process and make sure that everybody always understands exactly what's happened and what's going to happen next. And it's a great way to introduce yourself to the decision-making team once all the materials are provided to that team, because you can just update the video on the page when you know that moment's there. Obviously, there's a lot more that goes into building a better buying experience than just a digital sales room. But like I say, I like to stay in my lane. I hope that you found this informative. And like I said, if you'd like to learn more, schedule some time to review our platform. You can book time right off the page. That's linked right from the video on the QR code. So make sure to check that out. Check out the resources that I've provided. And if you have any questions, you can just ask them right on the two-way communication directly on that page. Have a great rest of your day and happy selling. Bye.